Ashanti Shivani with my friend Jesse Whitworth on bouzouki and Jake Taurus on saz. And we're going to be offering Ala Bismillah, Alhamdulillah, La ilaha illallah, which means we begin in the name of God and praise God. In La ilaha illallah, there is only one God. Allah Bismillah, Alhamdulillah, Allah Bismillah, Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, Allah Bismillah, Allah Bismillah, Allah Bismillah, Alhamdulillah. Allah Bismillah, Alhamdulillah, La ilaha illallah, Allah Bismillah, Alhamdulillah, La ilaha illallah, Allah Bismillah, Alhamdulillah, La ilaha illallah. Bismillah, alhamdulillah, la ilaha illallah. There is no one but the one. 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 Allah Bismillah, Alhamdulillah, Ay la ilaha illallah. Bismillah, Alhamdulillah, La ilaha illallah. Allah Bismillah, Alhamdulillah, La ilaha illallah. Allah Bismillah, Alhamdulillah, La ilaha illallah. Allah Bismillah, 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 Alhamdulillah, La ilaha illallah, Allah Bismillah, Alhamdulillah, La ilaha illallah. Astaghfirullah, Allah Bismillah, Allah, Bismillah, Alhamdulillah, La ilaha illallah. Allah, Bismillah, Alhamdulillah, La ilaha illallah. Allah, Bismillah, Allah, Bismillah, Allah, Bismillah, Allah, Bismillah. Allah, Bismillah, Allah, Bismillah, Allah, Bismillah, Allah, Bismillah, Allah, Bismillah, Alhamdulillah, La ilaha illallah. Allah, Bismillah, Alhamdulillah, La ilaha illallah. There is no one but no one. There is no one but no one. There is no one but the one. There is no one but the one. Allah, Bismillah, Alhamdulillah, La ilaha illallah. Bismillah, Alhamdulillah, La ilaha illallah. Astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah. Ala Bismillah, Alhamdulillah, La ilaha illallah. Ala Bismillah, Alhamdulillah, La ilaha illallah. There is no one but no one. 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 There is no one but no one.
Thank you so much, friends. Thank you, and welcome to everyone to our February service called Inspirations from the Heart. This February service has evolved to be mostly a music service. Many people came up to me after the service and would say music is the universal language, is what we need right now for a feeling of unity and to join us together. So let's take a few breaths together. Let's attune our hearts together, letting go of the day, calming our mind, calming the body, calming the heart, and just breathing some breaths together as if we're in one room together.
Not live. I'm done.
Feeling the beauty and harmony and love of the circle. Knowing that we're connected. So my prayer is that for that continued harmony, peace, and blessings for each one of us. And my prayer is often in the form of a poem, so I picked a poem that's over 1,000 years old from the Sufi poet Rabbi, and I'll read the first part, the first line twice, because it mentions the heart and our relationship to the heart. The sky gave me its heart because it knew mine was not large enough to care for the earth the way it did. The sky gave me its heart because it knew mine was not large enough to care for the earth the way it did. Why is it we think of God so much? Why is there so much talk about love? When an animal is wounded, no one has to tell it, you need to heal. So naturally it will nurse itself the best it can. My eye kept telling me, something is missing from all I see. So it went in search of the cure. We asked for that cure. We asked for that healing. The cure for me is the beauty. The remedy for me was to love. So thank you all for being here. In advance, we thank all the presenters for being here and blessing. And no matter when you're watching this, everyone is included in this circle. Everyone is welcome here. So thank you. And I think we'll go to Chitroop now for just some more beautiful music.
Thank you, Hafiz. That was a absolutely beautiful poem. That first line, you read it twice. It's a good one. So I'm going to attempt a song. It's a devotional song to the Divine Mother, the Mother of Immortal Bliss. And it's in the language, the Malayalam language. This is Amma's native language from near the southern tip of India, on the western side, and I will do my darndest to honor this absolutely gorgeous language. It's called Unaru Naro.
Jonathan, is it my turn?
I think it is. Emily's got the order.
Okay.
Let's see.
Yes.
Yes, Gurumulk after Chitroop. Yep.
Okay. Satnam, everyone. So this is composition from Nanak, and this is his conversation with the yogis. And this is a unique rag. It's rag Kalangra. It was the rag of the yogis, the ascetics, the udasis. And when I learned this about a year ago, I just kind of fell in love with this tune. Very beautiful. Jogi Kali Jogana Hoi Jogi Kali Jogana Hoi Jogi Kali Jogana Hoi Ek drishta kar samasara jane jogi kaiye sohi Ek drishta kar samasara jane jogi kaiye sohi Jogi kaiye sohi Jogi Kali Jogan Hoi Jogi Kali Jogan Hoi Jogana Kinta Jogana Dande Jogana Basmacharaye Jogana Kinta Jogana Dande Jogana Basmacharaye Jogana Mundi Munda Mudaye Jogana Singi Vaye Jogana Singi Vaye Anjana Maye Niranjana Rehiye Anjana Maye Niranjana Rehiye Joga Jugata Eva Paye Jogi Kali Jogan Hoi Jogi Kali Jogan Hoi Jogana Bahare Mari Masani Jogana Bahare Mari Masani Jogana Tari Laye Jogana Tari Laye Jogan de Siddha Santar Bhaviye, Jogan Tirtanaye, Jogan Tirtanaye, Anjanamaye, Niranjan Rehiye, Anjanamaye, Niranjan Rehiye, Joga Jugat Paye, Jogi Kali Jogan Hoi, Jogi Kali Jogan Hoi, Ek Drista Kar Samasara Jane, Jogi Kaye Sohi, Ek Drista Kar Samasara Jane, Jogi Kaye Sohi, Jogi Kaye Sohi, Jogi Kale Jogan Hoi, Jogi Kale Jogan Hoi, Satguru Bete Tisesa Tute Tavat Varjarahaye, Nichara Chare Sehaj Tun Lagi, Karahi Parcha Paye, Karahi Parcha Paye, Anjanamaye, Niranjan Rehiye, Anjanamaye, Niranjan Rehiye, Joga Jugat Paye, Jogi Kali Jogan Hoi, Jogi Kali Jogan Hoi, Nanak Jivati Amar Rehiya, Nanak Jivati Amar Rehiya, Aisa Joga Kamaye, Aisa Joga Kamaye, Vaje Vajaho Singi Vaje, Tau Nirbau Padapaye, Tau Nirbau Padapaye, Anjanamaye, Niranjan Rehiye, Anjanamaye, Niranjan Rehiye, Joga Jugat Tau Paye, Jogi Kale Jogan Hoi, Jogi Kale Jogan Hoi, Ek Drista Kar Samasara Jane, Jogi Kaye Sohi, Ek Drista Kar Samasara Jane, Jogi Kaye Sohi, Jogi Kaye Sohi, Jogi Kale Jogan Hoi, Jogi Kale Jogan Hoi, Jogi Kale Jogan Hoi.
Today is Lunar Imbolc, and Z Budapest wrote a chant that says, "We all come from the goddess, and to her we shall return." So as I lead us into the meditation, I'm going to sing that chant just 4 times, and then anyway, then you'll see what happens next. We all come from the goddess, and to her we shall return. We all come from the goddess, and to her we shall return. We all come from the goddess, and to her we shall return. We all come from the goddess, and to her we shall return. So we all come from love, from great love, divine love, the mystery. We all return. We all return to love, to that divine love, to the mystery. And in the meanwhile, we are living our lifetime. We are each unique droplets of that love, each unique droplets of love, learning to express ourselves as love, learning to express our uniqueness as a droplet of the greater love. So as we go into this meditation, a thought that you may choose, a question you may choose is, what would love do? And then what is mine to do? So I'm going to play the bowl to lead us into the meditation. And after a couple of minutes, I'll ding the bowl to let you know it's time to come out of the silence. What would love do?
Hello, thank you so much. Can I be heard?
Yes, yes.
Okay, beautiful. So, yeah, first of all, it's so wonderful and so beautiful to be here with everyone all over the world. One of the silver linings of all of this is that we can almost connect more in some ways. And something I wanted to just share, something that's been coming up a lot for me in my practice is really like welcoming in and accepting fully the shadow aspects of the self, and loving them, like, and kind of dancing with them, playing with them, figuring out how to bring some type of like humor into that process of knowing those parts of ourselves. So if anyone, I'm just gonna chant a little bit. Waheguru, a mantra from the Sikh tradition. It's like wow, the experience and the expression of wow, being one and being in unity with source energy, with God. And yeah, I welcome everyone to, if you want to, place your hands over your heart, place your hands on your body in some way, just to like be connected with yourself in a loving way, and meditate and welcome in any parts of yourself that you may feel disconnected from, or maybe you have been pushing away or avoiding. And give yourself just a minute to love those parts of yourself. Vaheguru, 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 Vaya Guru, 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 Vaya Guru. And taking a deep inhale together and holding for a moment, allowing ourselves to be filled up with our own love, our own connection to Source, and exhaling, letting go anything that we're ready to release. I believe it's new moon. So let's keep our eyes closed just for one moment again and inhale, setting an intention to really welcome in and love these parts of ourselves that we may have been disconnected from. Making that commitment. And exhale. Yeah, thank you. I truly believe that when we can learn to really love ourselves, including all of our shadows and all those parts that have been scattered and we've disassociated from or disconnected from, then, you know, we can really love others fully, because in order to really love someone else unconditionally, it starts with loving ourselves. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Thank you.
That was so wonderful. Thank you. I wrote a prayer, so I'll just read the prayer I wrote. I wrote this yesterday. A prayer for our collective, for you, for me, for the we. A prayer for our collective experience, for our collective psyche, our collective consciousness. A prayer that will find the ears in need of these words and the hearts in need of this connection, to the spirits in need of our collective strength on this earthly realm. A prayer for our acceptance, our diligence, our compassion, and our deepening connection to the core of our humanity. As the clamors and dramas of our 3D world play out around us, as they evolve, devolve, push, and pull, we are reminded to be in this world, but not of this world, to protect our peace, our deepest inner knowing, to seek harmony with the seasons of nature, remaining rooted and grounded with the strength of Mother Earth, attaching to all of her children through the common pulse of our aliveness, of our remembering of our core, of our humanity, of our love for the planet, our collective home, the kingdom of our earthly realm, our duty as stewards of Her Majesty, stewards of the land for each other. A prayer to deepen our connection to the earth while extending our consciousness to an expanded spiritual awareness from deep within the heavenly realms, to receive our blessings and to be the channel of God's peace, God's mercy, God's love, and God's assistance to humanity. For our collective survival, our collective healing, strengthening our humanity through acceptance, truth, grace, offering our mercy to our environment, from the land where we stand to the landscapes of our emotional connections, unraveling our dependence upon entangling beliefs, prideful discord, and the corroding threads of fear, especially the fear of our separation from divinity. A prayer for our collective, a prayer for our integration, our acceptance of the immense capacity we bring as one. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Celeste. And thank you to all the presenters who presented this evening on love. We are so grateful to have you, and to everyone who joined us in this Zoom meeting as well. We are so grateful that you got in and that you're able to watch this. We apologize for some technical difficulties that we ran into as we were posting this live to Facebook. Facebook came back at us with some new restrictions on live sharing. And so we were able to get the Zoom link out. And so we will let you know for our next service how we're going to get that to you. Initially, these services, when they went on Zoom, we're so grateful, like has been said, we now have the capacity to have presenters from all over the world. I'm currently in Brazil. It's 12:45 at night here. And also with that comes new technical, hurdles. And we had some people back in the summer who Zoom bombed us. And so that took us off Zoom. But IPSI is making some changes, and we're excited to take you along for those in the coming months. We will be celebrating 20 years in September. And so we're so excited to be evolving and flowering and growing into our new stage. And we're so grateful that you are a part of that. So in closing, I wanted to thank you for that, invite you to our next service next month. If you want to be added to a mailing list, you could drop your email in the chat or just keep up to date on our Facebook. And here is a poem by Khalil Gibran about love to send us out in some love before Rob brings it home. So on love. Love has no other desire but to fulfill itself. But if you love and must needs have desires, let these be your desires. To melt and be like a running brook that sings its melody to the night. To know the pain of too much tenderness, to be wounded by your own understanding of love, and to bleed willingly and joyfully, to wake at dawn with a winged heart, and to give thanks for another day of loving, to rest at the noon hour and meditate on love's ecstasy, to return home in the evening with gratitude, and then to sleep with a prayer for the beloved in your heart and a song of praise on your lips. Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you everybody for their offerings tonight. Inspirations from the heart. What I've come up with to share are two songs. One is called One Heart Beating, taught to me at Singing Alive by Lawrence Cole. Both of these songs were taught by Lawrence. One Heart Beating just speaks from all the heartfelt things that were coming through tonight, and that, well, like the Hopi prophecies, the Hopis said, when we become one-hearted people rather than two-hearted, things will be better. And there's a lot of ways to think about that, but I think of the disconnection sometime between head and heart in different ways. For me, it's music. gets us connected. And the other song is a Hafiz poem that I believe Lawrence put to music. So. We are one world, one heart beating. We are one world, one voice, one heart beating. Everybody living in this world, everybody's got a voice, let's use it. Everybody living in this world, one heart beating. Everybody living in this world, everybody's got a voice, let's use it. Everybody living in this world, one heart beating. We are one world, one voice, one heart beating. We are one world, we are one heart beating. We are one world, one heart beating. We are one world, we are one heart beating. We are one world, one heart beating. Out of a great need, we're all holding hands and climbing. Not loving is a letting go. Oh, listen, the terrain around here is far too dangerous for that. Out of a great need, we're all holding hands and climbing. Not loving is a letting go. Oh, listen, the terrain around here is far too dangerous for that. The terrain around here, it's far too dangerous for that. And love says, I will take care of you, do everything that is near. And love says, I will take care of you, to everything that is near. And love says, I will take care of you, everything that is near. And love says, I will take care of you. And love says, I will take care of you, to everything that is near. And love says, I will take care of you, to everything that is near. Everybody living in this world, everybody's got a voice, let's use it. Everybody living in this world, one heart beating. Everybody living in this world, everybody's got a voice, let's use it. Everybody living in this world, one heart beating. We are one world, one voice, one heart beat. We are one world, one voice, one heart beat. We are one world, we are one heart beating. We are one world, one heart beating. We are one world, we are one heart beating. We are one world, one heart beating.
Thank you, Rob. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Emily, for putting this together.
It was
Thank
Hafiz.
you.
Hafiz
Yeah, thank you
did
to the
this.
organizers.
Hafiz and Emily, thank you very much for putting it together.
Yes.
Lots of love to everybody here.
Yes.
So now I can turn off the the recording, we can jam with love songs for the next 4 hours. Okay?